Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Expeditions, episode number 12. We've got 13 expeditions behind us, many more to come. So let's go ahead and head back into Arizona. And it looks like we've picked up a somewhat easier one. We have Terra Scout calls for aid. We suffered a mechanical failure in the field and cannot complete a planned installation. I felt precluded reattempting the install, and they were forced to abandon the site and their cargo. Terra Scout has put out a freelancer request to locate the lost equipment and complete the install on their behalf. Difficulty is normal. We need an off-road vehicle for this one. Fairly short distance to cover, but there are ravines involved. It looks like we have 4 destinations. We do need a mechanic specialist. We do need a sideboard device, and payment is certainly okay. We have not invested much, a little bit into the TUS, but really not a lot, so we want to look at that. I'm going to go ahead and pick up extra bonuses we can, if upgrades if we can along the way. So bolt-on fenders, it's only 500 for that, so we'll take care of that. Roof rack adds 4 slots, 3,500 for that. Certainly not cheap, but it's going to have a long-term benefit where we pick up a lot more as we're going out. Something I haven't done enough of the last couple of expeditions. So we have a heavy bull bar bumper already. That looks like the one you want to have. We might want, in addition, a sun visor. It's going to hurt fuel efficiency a little bit, but adding strength and power with a new engine, we'll go ahead and take that. And that's one we found out on a mission. It looks like we also have a new gearbox. We have both a high range and an off-road. We'll take the off-road one, which maintains better strength and power. Not cheap, but this extended winch, 7,000. Continuing on with the trend of getting what we need. And lastly, a low mount snorkel. That is about 15k in upgrades, but there's plenty to help us out here. No jack screws and less than 100 damage. Will get us where we need to be. We're also going to pick up an emergency reserve upgrade. There's an airdrop nearby. I went ahead and picked up the items with our backup, our Cotco Canyon, in case we get into some trouble. We could use it for spare fuel or to right the truck. Meanwhile, the TUS, here is our planned route. It's going to take us a while to get there, but the TUS moves decently well. We'll see how it handles the terrain, but this is just to pick up. Alright, and off we go. We'll see how long we can go without all-wheel drive on. I want to see if it can handle it, because in easier terrain, we would definitely save some gas. This is looking like a bit of a lengthy journey. Nothing too severe, but all-wheel drive, that was an easy glide. Without it, it was difficult. It looks like we don't need to be in the all-wheel drive all the time. It's not in generic terrain. Let's see, we use it anywhere from about 1.2 to 1.6 gallons per minute here without all-wheel drive on. We'll see what it's like with it on. I know we can handle this descent without it. A little bit muddy in here without the all-wheel drive. It's giving us problems, and yes, look at that. We switched to the all-wheel drive and it went to anywhere from 3 to 4 gallons per minute when you're really stepping on it here. So without all-wheel drive is desirable when possible. I had an early vision of taking some fuel with us, but when it said we needed the sideboard, I feared that that need would require the entire sideboard area and that the fuel would be wasted. So I didn't bring the fuel. regretting that now because it looks like we're going to be able to retrieve the items we need, the portable rig, without using all of the slots. And we could have brought that fuel with us. Been pretty good so far, especially with as much as possible staying out of all-wheel drive. This area we're coming up on right now is, I believe, the furthest that I've been out of the area. We're about to hit some uncharted territory. And there's already something prepared to encounter. Not a bridge. Let's get a closer look at what... Oh, we're almost there. Okay. So we've bypassed the bridge. This is the difficult spot where we're trying to get around. Otherwise, you're trying to go up, but I don't see a real passage up. Not a clean one. So this is the trickiest spot right here, directly ahead of me. Oh, there she goes. We went as slow as humanly possible, but I don't think we have to be above here. But if the jack screw could place us above, we'll take it. Otherwise, we'll go below. That was a lot of work. That was half a take to get here. They do give us 10 anchors, some scrap metal, and the portable rig takes up 1 spot. There is fuel, so we will refill. Nice. Okay. Well, that is fantastic. Let me put it... Oh, yes. Okay. We have a truck canister that we could bring with us. Go and get the spare parts. Overall, the mission is 4 stages in all. The first stage takes you the longest distance you're going to have to cover. We have roughly the same distance we just used to reach this point to cover the rest of the way. So we need to backtrack. That's going to be worrying because that silly bridge, but I think I've already discovered. Obviously, number 2 and 3, if we have fuel issues somewhere in this last stretch, the Cocoa Canyon can get to us pretty easy. If we use the other jack screw partway along the way, it's not too bad. It's just if we then have a third one early. So we need to try to get out of this zone without big trouble. We've got a full tank and spare fuel, something we did not have on the way in, so we have more fuel than we had, so that part less of a concern. More about the jack screws. We've already used one, so we're not even going to get that bonus. Alright, here's that tricky one. Here's where I'm looking to, if I need to, anyway, turn down to the left so that we don't face the threat of rolling. Or do we climb? It did work. It did work. Okay, that was where we rolled before. I definitely didn't see this terrain variance when we came through. I have been here before now. So we are now out of the uncharted terrain and back into terrain we have been in before. Not this far out with the Tuz though. Not even in all-wheel drive, and we're moving pretty easily through all this. One of the things of the larger trucks. Rolling can be a real issue. Getting through the terrain doesn't seem to be much of a problem. We're going to go to the left here because to the right it was quite muddy. Camber's a little worse than I thought it was. Let's go put it in our all-wheel drive. And here's our biggest concern because there's 2 rocks here. Okay, and we are over both now, front and rear. And it's destination number 2. So it's too loose. Not worth placing equipment here. No surprise that it's sending us to the final one. We have some new map terrain, so as of yet unrevealed. So looks like we're gonna have to push forward a little bit, see what we can see on the map. Obviously, I need to turn right. Watch out for the shelf. Sudden terrain changes. Alright, this might be a good time to check. Do I need to go down below or can I go up to the right here? Oh, down below does not look fun. We want to go around that. This is probably easy enough to go straight on through, but if not, we can go around that as well. Getting going in the slight mud. Took a moment, but actually don't really even need to worry about the fuel anymore. If this is the last destination, we're going to be done rather soon. Expedition complete. We used a jack screw one time. That's not less than 1. It is 1 or less. But hey, I'll take the bonus, 2,500 bonus. We make 23.4. We do improve our balance all the while getting quite a few upgrades onto the Tuz. We are not going to head back to headquarters yet. We took 0 damage. Surprising with the roll. It was such a soft, gentle roll that it didn't hurt us. I wonder if the jack screw bonus was after we picked up the rig. We didn't use either of those jack screws. That could be how we got 1 or less. This is a climb I've definitely had some difficulty with. Pulling a truck up here in particular. Had been an absolute nightmare, but Tuz has very little difficulty getting up this climb. Alright, we are back to headquarters to refuel. We're also going to grab spare parts. And I went ahead and filled it up the rest of the way. So we're going to head out on a secondary adventure here to try and see if we can get to that vehicle. By the way, this is also going to help unlock a little more of the map for us anyway. Not going to be easy. Good thing is now, if anything happens, we can just simply go to headquarters, so there's really no pressure. I'm a fan of the angle I was about to hit. Let's get over here. Saw this the sway and that we were starting to roll and said, okay, we've got a lower shelf, try it. We made it, and we literally got that brake on just in time. We are going to have to obviously back up a little bit, and that's already still sliding. Like, there's no surface to be sliding on. We have to get back up. We've got to go up here, because I don't think... Grab the drone. Don't think there's a... Yeah, no, that is very much not a path down. So we're going to have to... Well, if we can stay on this ledge, we can turn left. Right about there. Hit that gap straight up and then turn right again to go down. This is... Maybe should have tried the other. Hate that it's pushing me left there. And turning right. Yeah, a little bit more. There you go. Okay, well, that was interesting. We do have a winch to pull us that way. Can we wiggle? We are wiggling our way towards that tree, towards safety. Park brake on, and this is working. Back up. No. Yes, we can. Okay, well, we took damage, yes, but we've done it. The scary thing is we've got to turn around and somehow go back that other way. Let's go get this upgrade. This is already a successful side mission. Upgrade. Twin motor winch. Twin motor heavy truck winch featuring not one but two dedicated motors. Of all the possible winch setups, this winch is the pinnacle in terms of pulling power. This item can be equipped in the garage customization, but it's not for this truck. Step, there you go. Big trucks. Tatra, Bandit, and MK38. Sweet. It's already a successful mission, but if we are going to reach the fallen truck, is it even possible to cross here? We'll see if we can get over there. If not, no big deal. I'm not sure you can pass through here, but can we do it shallow? How rapid is the drop off? We do have a snorkel. But we don't have to go back up where we were, do we? That is a spot that's not as bad. But I see a spot that's a little more favorable so we don't just dive off into the river. Right about here. Oh, or not. Should have known better. I needed to readjust first. Just tried to go down with it. I thought that rock was a lot closer to the same level. Before we go crazy here, we've got to see. Do I need to try to get up on that shelf or not? Not an easy path to maneuver, but we did get through there. We're still in low. And here's the two rocks. Here's our path up. Gotta stay in low. That's not the one we need to go. Gotta turn to the right a little bit here. Whoa. Alright, let's go ahead and get back in low. Almost. We're pretty much airborne here. This is now about the strength of the anchor itself. We've definitely moved our position here. Maybe we move it a little more. It's almost straight up kind of territory now, but this path over here to the left might be better. Might need another anchor. Up. Yes! Okay. Spare parts. Plenty. Bridge built. No matter what happens, we've picked up an upgrade and we've built a bridge that will be there permanently. It's getting dark. It's the next night. Holy cow. I don't believe it. That's a Ford? Really? Hey. Really? We're right in the middle of the bridge, and it's stuck. Where is my spare fuel? I have spare fuel. Oh. Duh. Here it is. Na, 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 na. Okay. Where are we going? Unsuccessful geoanalysis. During geoanalysis work, our employee's car fell off a cliff because he forgot to put it on the handbrake. Help us evacuate the car to a flat surface for its further evacuation. 6,700 plus the Pug, the Collie 293M Pug, to go forever and a day around the other direction. Holy cow. We'll find out next time. That's going to be our mission. We're going to use the Kako Canyon to be a fuel runner. It should be able to get down there a lot easier. We also had a different cut, so you can get to there and then there to come down, and then hopefully there is no easy way up there, is there? But maybe from the same spot, but then the bridge. That's gonna do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.